but it's also dangerous with a real weapon. This is against a knife attack called tiger attack. So there's different applications doing this depending upon how the attacker is standing. With you full face, or with the right side forward or the right side back, if they are holding the knife in the right hand. So there's going to be two variances on the applications that you can get the results from. But we're going to do one type of application, and if when we do the applications together, you'll see maybe the offset patterns upon how a person that's holding a knife is standing. Okay? This is tiger attack. All right, tiger attack. So this is against someone that is having a knife pointing directly in front of you. Maybe they're threatening you. They're not being totally aggressive where they're stabbing or slicing or whatever they're doing with the knife exactly, but they're showing you the blade at a threatening point straight in your face. Okay? So I'm going to go over the step-by-step technique, and then I'm going to have a couple of my guys come in here. They're going to do the application while we walk through it again. So the first thing what you want to do, guys, is when somebody has a weapon, whether it be a gun, a knife, club, whatever, straight techniques apply to actual psychological evaluation upon how a person is threatening. When you do this, if they're holding a weapon, you want them to feel as though they are in control. Absolutely. Here's what I usually do with a knife that is threatening me right in front of my face or my throat or my body, is I want to raise my arms, my hands about the level of that blade, of that hand that's holding the blade. Okay? And I want to reassure that my attacker is in control. I will also talk to them, saying, hey, well, you know, I don't want any trouble, please don't hurt me. Whatever it takes to get them feeling that they are ultimately in control. And the reason why is normally when they feel like they're in control, they're going to relax a little bit, because they feel like you are going to comply with their demands. And that's what you want. Okay? So I'm going to raise the hands, so we're going to do this, and then we're going to bring both hands towards the inside. Notice how I'm crossing one in front of the other, just like this. Okay, we'll explain the technique in just a little bit. If they're holding with the right hand, my left hand is going to go to the back of their hand, and my right hand will apply to the wrist simultaneously, hoping that the knife flings away from the center line of fire. Next technique, so long fist straight to 12 o'clock, open target. Palm heel strike, I usually strike the ribs. Tiger claw, raking the face. I'm going to do an inside, outside crescent, step wide to 3 o'clock. My right hand's going to go up, and I am going to strike with a knife hand to the back of their neck, and then follow up with a front kick. So this is how the form looks if you are practicing by yourself. Now, let's get a couple of the students in here and show you the application. Okay, everyone, so here's the application of tiger attack. Now, we're going to do two different kind of applications. One of them, I'm going to make him feel like he's in control. And if he feels absolutely in control, there's a good chance that he might loosen the grip of that weapon just a little bit, so the knife flies out of his hand when I do that first technique with the double palm. Let's take a look at this. So he is coming up, and it's just close quarter. So it could be touching my body of some kind. It could be slightly away, but what I need to do is I need to raise my hands to alignment of the wrist and hand. As soon as I do this, while I'm talking to him, I look, gauge where his hand is, and execute both inward palm palm strikes at the same time. If you do that, it flies out. In this case, it flung towards him. Sometimes it flies way out, out of sight. From here, I'm going to do a long fist, palm. Notice how I'm exaggerating my turn because I want to get all my power into it. Tiger claws next, raking the face or the eyes. I'm going to do that inside, outside crescent. Notice how it opens up his stance. I'm going to slide around. This hand's going to come up in a wide swing, strike the back of the neck. As he's coming down, I'm going to bring him back up with a front kick to his face. So let me explain before we do the second application. None of this stuff really matters if you can't defend against this. So when you're doing this, to get yourself comfortable, you'll have your partner just hold the knife comfortably and get used to that cut. Go ahead and grab it one more time. You need to do this several times so that you have that precision and where the hands go in the alignment. If it's too high and you come down, he might detect the movement. If it's too low and you come up abruptly, he's going to detect the movement and then you might get cut. So you got to become comfortable, and then that's what you need to practice first. Everything else is the add-on. So now, let's change the scenario a little bit. Now we're going to change the scenario, bringing Mr. Anderson in, but he's going to do something a little differently. Maybe he's not convinced that he's totally in charge, or maybe his adrenaline's pumping so much, he's still uncomfortable, he's tightened that grip. So when I do this strike, he still has a hold of that knife, even if I do it really briskly. Now, what do I do? So if you're comfortable and the knife's thrown away from you, that's one thing. The knife's away, now it's you and them. But now he still has the knife. So I need to secure the grip. From here, I gotta feel that I gotta see the knife didn't go, and I gotta feel where his hand is. I trap his hand because I want to make sure that that grip on that knife is remaining, because if not, he could drop the knife into his other hand. I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to hold onto the wrist and secure the back of the thumb as much as possible, doing that long fist to an open target. Now here is the other thing. When you're doing this, you still want to secure it. I want to bring this hand back, simultaneously let this one slide out to do that palm, right up against, see how the arm, the hand is crossing the arm, the alignment? So let's look at it from this side. When he's doing this, he's got the grip, I secured it. Now here's what I need to do. Look at this. I'm pinning his hand against my chest and holding on. Again, the knife is the threat, not always him. Then from here, I'm going to have to clear this hand so I can do that tiger claw. So I'm going to bring the arm around as high up as possible, doing a tiger claw. I can either hold on to it or just let it fling across. Inside, outside crescent, and do the same thing as the last one. 1, 2. You may have to look at this video time and time again to understand the application of the techniques to make sure that you got it all down, okay? That's the two different principles of tiger attack.
Hey, thanks for watching. Be sure to click on the subscribe button on the YouTube channel for more videos like this. And if you have any questions about our programs, please go to tonglo.com and click on Contact Us.